Coming up on Cardinals Insider, there's no day like opening day.
Oh, say, can you see?
Plus,
Are you mic'd up?
I'm mic'd up, bro, so I'm staying away from you, bro.
and later, Albert Pujols has retired, but he's still impacting the Cardinals.
I had never met him, and he gave me this big old bear hug after my debut and just told me how proud he was.
Hear that and more ahead on Cardinals Insider. Welcome to Cardinals Insider. Baseball is back in St. Louis, and win or lose, opening day never disappoints. It's a time-honored day, rich in meaning. Here's a look back at this year's edition.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Busch Stadium and welcome to opening day 2023.
I always think about like opening day and look, the pomp, circumstance, all that's awesome, but it's really day one.
Please welcome the Budweiser Clydesdales. Now please join me in welcoming back to St. Louis our Major League Baseball and St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Famers in their red jackets, riding in their 2023 Ford Mustang convertibles. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 St. Louis Cardinals. Performing today's national anthem, kicking off his final season as a player in St. Louis, number 50, Uncle Charlie, Adam Wainwright.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
20-year-old Jordan Walker had a fantastic camp. That performance landed him on the opening day roster. It's the beginning of a journey which could last decades.
What's going on, man? How y'all doing, man? I'm good, man. Good to see y'all. For sure, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, hot mic. Hot mic. Don't say anything you're gonna regret.
Are you mic'd up?
I'm mic'd up, bro, so I'm staying away from you, bro. Can you send me this picture?
I'll get it to you.
Do you even know who that is? You don't even know who that is.
Ozzie Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, I had dinner with him.
You had dinner with him?
Yeah.
Cool. Why was I invited?
Yeah.
Why didn't you invite me?
Huh?
Where at? Where'd you guys go? Out back?
So we're gonna ride a horse? Is that what we're doing?
Stay out of trouble.
Me? I'm never in trouble. What you mean? Bro, me and Burley are the same weight, bro.
No, I'm not 250. I can tell you that. I can tell you I'm not 250.
Phenom.
What's going on? How we doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Heard about you. Yes,
I
sir.
don't give too many compliments.
Oh, really?
But he say, man, you got to meet this brother.
Really? Yeah. I appreciate it, man. I heard a lot about you, man. It's good to see
Hey, man,
you,
this is the journey.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you get to write your own script now.
Oh, yeah. For
So
sure.
it could be how you write it, so how it'll come out, you know.
I appreciate it, man.
Learn
Thank
from
you
that.
so much.
All right,
I
brother.
appreciate you, man.
Be safe, be good, man.
Yes, sir. I will.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, appreciate
I'm rooting
it,
for
man.
you.
I appreciate
Steal
it.
a base for me.
See, I only got 20 pounds on you.
You only have 20 pounds.
That's only 20 pounds, bro.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
That's about like a month of eating.
We're getting good content.
Some
We're getting
KFC.
good
I
content.
forgot this was on. I'm not gonna lie.
Walker got ran over by a Clydesdale.
See, why are you saying that, bro? These convertibles are so sick. We're riding trucks out there, bro. Ozzy. It's Ozzy Smith, bro. Just let you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
I was letting just tell you what you need to know. I thought we were riding the Clydesdales out there, bro.
You really believe? Who told you that? Miles?
I just
yeah, and you believed it?
I just assumed, bro.
You believed
They're
that you were
super-
going to ride on a Clydesdale through the stadium. Come on.
It seemed reasonable, bro.
And you get to keep the truck too.
Really? Why would you tell me that, bro?
They're going to go crazy for you.
Stop. Ginormous, bro. All those are people.
No, this feels sick, man.
That is
And
so cool.
There's another 20,000 outside.
Just sitting right here. When you're on the truck, you just wave.
Smile and wave.
That's it? Just making sure.
All right, the red light's yours.
Thank you.
Number 57, Zach Thompson.
We good? Uh-oh, here we go. I like it. Unbelievable. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Doing good? Let's go. What's up, Mr. Wynn? How we doing? Good luck. Thank you. Let's go.
Good luck to
I
you,
appreciate
all
it.
right?
Thank you. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go do it. Good luck, youngster.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Mark McGuire,
Thank
embrace
you.
it, man.
Nice to meet you. Yes, sir,
Have
I
a
will.
great time, man.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great luck, my man.
Appreciate it, man.
Good luck,
Thank you.
too.
Let's go live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Willie.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go. Have a day. Have a day. Come on, man.
Let's go.
Come on, Walk. Let's go, baby.
Come on, man. Oh my God. This is sick.
When we return, hear how Albert Pujols is still shaping Cardinals baseball.
He was working just as hard, if not harder than anyone.
That's after the break. Albert Pujols had a magical 2022, including an opening day ovation which gave us chills. Pujols is retired, but his impact on this roster will continue for years. Here's what the 2023 Cardinals took away from the year that they spent with the machine.
I just think about his routine. I think about him hitting in the cage. He'd roll a ball over, bad swing, the next swing was always perfect. Like, he never repeated bad swings. Those are the things that I'm gonna remember about him. It was just unbelievable to see. You know, there's times where I don't feel good and I'll just have a bad swing after another. Him, it just seemed like he just was always able to fix it, and and that's why he's better than everybody else.
His humility. He's the best player of our generation. He was the best player I watched when I was growing up, and the fact that he had no ego whatsoever, even after 700 home runs, was extremely impressive.
Just like all the work that went into, he was working just as hard, if not harder than anyone I've ever seen. The preparation he did and the adjustments, he wasn't scared to try a new drill or do something out of the ordinary.
I think how humble he was. Albert was a guy that, I was pretty intimidated to walk into the clubhouse with, but, shaking his hand, being his teammate for the whole year, you kind of could ask him any single question and he would answer it.
It was pretty special for me. He kind of took me under his wing and gave me so many advice, and just experienced everything that he went through last year, and all the stories, it's just a great ending of a Hall of Famer career, and very proud of him, and it's nice to just call him a friend.
I had never met him, and he gave me this big old bear hug after my debut, and just told me how proud he was. It was a really cool moment.
Probably the first time I met him in spring training and I shook his hand and it almost broke mine. That's probably the memory that people are like, hey, what do you think? How was Albert? I was like, dude, he's so strong. So that's what I'm gonna tell people. As crazy as that sounds.
As we head to break, let's take a look at this week's trivia question. What pitcher has the most home opener starts in club history? The answer when we return.
Is that what I think it is?
Yep, that's the bat in the stone. Been around for like 25 years. And nobody in 25 years has ever pulled Before the break, we asked which Cards pitcher has the most home opener starts in Cardinals history. The answer? Here's Brett McMillan.
Thanks, Ozzie. There's a long lineage of Cardinals aces taking the ball in home openers, but no one has done it more than Bob Gibson. Gibby owns 6 home opener starts. He also has the most opening day starts, that's home or road games, of any Cardinals pitcher with 10. His first came in 1965 at Wrigley Field, and it's become a great bit of trivia. The game ended in a 10-10 tie after 11 innings. First pitch was at 1:37 Central Time that day. 4 hours and 19 minutes later, it was too dark to continue play in the 11th inning. Wrigley didn't have lights yet, so the game was called a draw. Gibby wouldn't get the ball the next year on opening day 1966, but he did get the nod the following 10 seasons after that. His final opening day start coming in 1975, St. Louis surging past the Montreal Expos 8-4 that day. Gibby struck out 12 over 8 innings. That game, well, very different than his first opening day start. It was a crisp 2 hours and 7 minutes at Busch Stadium 2. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Brett McMillan.
Cardinal players have to make the opening day roster, but they're not the only ones who try out. The Budweiser Clydesdales are an opening day staple, but not every horse gets to run the track. Here's what it takes to make the opening day hitch.
So when a baby is born here at Warm Springs Ranch, we take a lot of care in making sure that they grow and they're healthy and strong. And the end goal is that these babies are going to make our world famous 8-horse hitch. So we've invested 6 years of time from the time we even make this baby until the time it makes the hitch and goes around Busch Stadium. So even at a very young age, these babies already start kind of telling us what position they're going to be in, and it's not unlike, you know, the different positions you might have on the baseball field. You know, your shortstop might be short and fast, or you know, whatever the case might be. Our hitch have different positions, and so the Clydesdales that are the closest to the wagon, those are our big, strong, really beefy Clydesdales. As you move forward in the hitch, the horses get a little smaller. And when you get up to the lead horses, those guys are small, but man, they have a lot of action. Action is what we call when they pick up their front feet, they're fancy. So even at a young age, we can start kind of figuring out where these horses are going to end up in the lineup. And so the baby that we met today, Stag, he's going to be one of the big wheel horses. He's going to be monster. You can already tell. He's got long legs, he's stout, he's got a huge neck and head on him. When he fills out, he's easily going to be over 2,000 pounds. He'll probably be knocking on 19 hands tall, and we can tell all that already. So the future is really bright for that guy. So every Clydesdale here at Warm Springs Ranch and within the entire company has a job, has a function, has a purpose. And you met one, Stan the man. A lot of times we may have, you know, handicapped children or, you know, people with disabilities, and somehow he knows. And he can just be so gentle and so easy with people. So it's great to have horses that have a diversity of skills. And so even though Stan doesn't really pull the wagon, he's definitely like one of our favorite, most treasured horses in the company.
Straight ahead, see what it's like to film a Cardinals commercial.
Oh, we're doing the whole thing.
Yeah,
oh!
you gotta start over. More bloopers when we come back. The Cardinals advertising team puts together TV commercials all season long. They're usually lighthearted and meant to make you smile. They definitely check that box with a spot playing off Brendan Donovan's role as a super utility man. Take a look behind the scenes at some of the bloopers.
Okay, rolling and action.
Hold on. That was too quick. In between.
Go. What's up, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, you were trying to lean back a little bit. Not that much. Do something like that. We just have to do that every time. Okay, you're...
At least it's gonna look like it's so hot. I'm
Get the one off your nose. There's one dripping off your nose.
Wait. Something wrong.
What is up with this?
Oh, we're doing the whole thing.
Yeah,
oh!
you guys started over.
I thought we were just going this.
No,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
Okay. And we're gonna try this where you guys both say at the same time. Thank you, Brenda Donovan.
What are we looking? You're
watching him walk away.
Okay. Thank you, Brandon Donovan. What is up with this heat?
Something's got to be wrong.
Where's our utility guy?
What's up, guys?
I think the AC's broken.
All right, I got it.
Come on, guys. You gotta change this air filter out.
Thank you, Brandon Donovan.
Baseball is beautiful, and a new exhibit at the Cardinals Museum is centered around artwork, which captures that beauty.
Our newest special exhibit is the Art of the Cardinals Moment. So what we're looking at is the intersection of sports and art. Baseball artists, sports artists are intense. They have a different kind of passion for the game, and they record, if you will, what they see, some special moments. So that's what I started thinking about. How can I break those moments down into digestible pieces? Well, it really came down to 5 themes. We have about 250 plus pieces of artworks in our collection. A lot of it comes from Stan Musial, so I knew for sure that one case had to be dedicated to him. That's our tribute case. And just looking at milestones, at kind of a snapshot, which is something that you can almost see the photograph of the artwork in your mind when you're looking at it. Also nostalgia, just the kind of things that give you that sense of, oh, when you're looking at them. And also, how are the Cardinals bringing art to the fans? You know, art is subjective. That's what I keep saying, and baseball is a sport, and uniting those two together, you get to see some of your favorite moments in ways that you aren't expecting, but it'll still bring out that memory. It'll be here until March 1st, 2024. The museum is open 7 days a week with games. We're open until the 7th inning. We open at 10 in the morning, and the entrance fee is $12. Unless you're a member, I highly recommend you becoming a member. There's lots of bonuses that come with being a member.
When we return, I'm answering one of your questions. It's Ask Ozzie, and it's up next.
Voting is now open for the 2023 Cardinals Hall of Fame, presented by Edward Jones. Join in one of the organization's most celebrated annual traditions by voting from this year's ballot, featuring Joaquin Andujar, Steve Carlton, David Freese, Matt Morris, and Edgar Renteria. Submit your vote at cardinals.com/HOF. Voting will run through April 21st. Edward Jones is honored to sponsor the Hall of Fame and the voting process that gives fans a voice in recognizing the organization's greatest players.
It's time for this week's Ask Ozzie. Sean in Duluth, Minnesota asks, how does the Cardinal Way philosophy set St. Louis apart? Well, the philosophy basically is what I consider simple baseball played the right way. You know, the time-honored tradition of running the ball out, making sure that you play the game as if it's going to be the last game you ever play, and making sure that you don't cheat yourself, and in not cheating yourself, you don't cheat the fans. I think that for all of us, it's important to work on your in the subconscious state, and working in the subconscious state comes from repetition, over and over, doing it the right way over and over again, and that's part of the Cardinal philosophy of working hard, of putting the hard work in long before 7 o'clock. And you know, when you go to spring training, you get a chance to see the guys put in the time and the effort so that when the lights do come on, it's a much easier game. Thanks for the question, Sean. If you want to submit a question, head on over to cardinals.com/insider and click the Ask Ozzie tab. But for now, don't go anywhere. There's more Cardinals Insider after the break. Earlier, you heard from Nolan Arenado. He's a 10-time Gold Glover, which includes 2022. Brendan Donovan also won the award last season. Rawlings recognized him as a utility Gold Glover in the first season where they included that position. Here's some of the highlights that landed Nolan and Donnie their hardware.
No, we never ever leave. Run the show, whoa, whoa, enemies. Never know, whoa, whoa, got it all.
Diving catch! Oh, what a play! Brendan Donovan! Diving stop, Arenado gets up. Oh, what a play!
Throw home and out at the plate. Brendan Donovan's arm does it again.
Gets the bunt down. Arenado jump. Oh, and a throw and an out. What a play! Nolan Arenado. Holy smokes! Oh, backhanded play by Donovan. Gets up and throws a strike to first.
Rounded to third, diving play by Arenado, throwing home. Somehow they get the out.
No, we never ever leave. Run the show, whoa, whoa, enemies. Never know, whoa, whoa.
Arenado throws. The stretch. Oh, they got him. Gold Glovers on both. The catch made by Donovan and the throw to the plate. It's a double play. He got him. Chopper, Arenado, bare hands throws. Pick, got him. It's amazing. It's amazing.
That's it for this episode. You can always catch us online at cardinals.com/insider or on YouTube. And we'll see you right back here next week.